On the banks of the Mississippi River, home to the king of rock and roll and also the Memphis Tigers, where the fans have moved the party from Beale Street and are ready for kickoff. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buffaloes will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense getting set for first down. Snap it to the back. Oh, it's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. They'll give it to the back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Memphis picking up the tempo. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Looking for room. It's long. At the 40, there he goes. And he's running in the open. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish things off with that 51-yard touchdown run. A fair catch called for and made. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. Going up top. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And I know most offensive coaches, they're going to be thrilled taking all these 50-50 shots against man coverage. I don't know, though, if they want to keep testing that defensive back. He has been on fire.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They think there's room to run to the right here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd down, going up top. Trying to beat the D deep. Ball in the air, intercepted. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Grabs it inside the 10. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. You can break this down a lot of ways, but on that play, the quarterback just believed his guy was better than the defense.
Man, he was really right. And anytime you get pressed man where that corner on the outside is all the way up on the line of scrimmage, trying to get...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffs. On to attempt the try. Splits the uprights. Boy, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
It's complete to the left. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Memphis wants to move quickly. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Unleashes one deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Got a lot of running room. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Tigers trying to cash it in on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. It's still third and goal. Let's go. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wide out in motion. Snowed under by the defense.
Now, to me, these are the decisions that are not so easy. Analytics, go for it on fourth down. Yeah, pull the trigger. But in these type of games now, where it's 4th and 5+, this becomes very difficult. How confident am I in this play in the red zone that I know I'm going to get a touchdown and not get stopped short?
The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Moving out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. Finds a man on the right. Off he goes. He's at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll run play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires downfield. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going for the screen. Oh, and he intercepts it. Touchdown, Buffaloes. How about that D coming up with a play like that? The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, Phyllis, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Wisconsin was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Camp Randall. In fact, I think in the end the difference may have been that Badgers crowd who heads for the gates with the win. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll run it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
He's going for the big play. And the ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
You always hear the old saying, tips lead the picks. Quarterbacks have got to be careful. You've got to be so accurate with the ball. If you're not, and a defender tips that thing up into the air, bad things generally happen. Pick 6. Doesn't get much worse than that.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll start this drive with an end around. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And wide receivers are doing this more and more in college football. You see them motion and shift all over the place. They give them the football a lot. Sometimes they use them as a decoy, but nice positive game. But more importantly, defense understanding they're ready for it. Good stop.
Quarterback extends the play. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Getting some heat. He'll try to do it himself. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
Yeah, and the QB decided to take it himself. He got a little bit of pressure, you can see, and decided to take off, scramble, and couldn't get the first down. And now it's 4th down decision time. No matter where it is on the field or what the distance is, you know there's a chance. We still might go for it.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Yeah, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Motion from the offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Quickly complete. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
On the run, it's Wilcox. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous. And the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling him, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to take a shot at this DB. Wide open, he makes the catch. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's De La Rosa. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They go to the ground. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Gets open down the middle. At midfield, he's got room. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Memphis picking up the tempo. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He'll take a shot. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Memphis. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. just enough time for one final play in this half. They go to the end around to start the drive. That'll get him thinking. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good game for this offense.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive.
Pulls it in on the right. Afterburners coming. Touchdown, Buffs! They take the lead with the 6. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Got some room to run. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Fresno State is putting on a show offensively, only there's been no real story arc. It's been all Bulldogs all day with almost no let-up. They're up by 31 over the Astronauts. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds space on the right. Dances away again. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. The give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice the safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Pulls it and fires to the left. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. The offense set for a first down play. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Power football with the run.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And it's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
On the ground, it's long.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify
the heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. They almost went end to end and housed it. Now a chance to stick it in the end zone. 1st and 10 from the red zone. The inside handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
The give out of the gun. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Try to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Leaves it with the back. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Using his legs, it's Wilcox. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. And he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together, get some good mojo going.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Coming after it. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Just feeds the running back. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now they're going to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. They're trying to get to him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Buffaloes line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Oh, right through his fingers. He muffed it. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. The Tigers pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Strikes the blow. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Oh, what a missed opportunity. You got an opportunity after that drive to go take the lead when you're trailing, and now you turn the football over, give the football right back. Defense needs to come out, bail you out, get a big stop, get the ball back so you can try to take the lead.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Tackle is made after the first down.
Good timing and execution on the jet sweep. They're able to use his speed on the perimeter to help generate that first down.
Now on first down from the 30. Leaves it with the running back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's going for it all. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Well, they decided to try to run it in on that 2-point play. He got 2 yards, but he needed one more. They fall short.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He's going to bring it out from deep. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You've got to hold on to.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Touchdown, Bucks! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
You'll call for the fair catch here. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
Off the play fake. Going for it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis!
Nice nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. You still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Washington State is ahead right now, but the school that nearly saw Ryan Leaf win a Heisman back in the day still has some work to do. They're up by 10 over Washington. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're testing the right side here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to get it through the air. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback checking off. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The back goes in motion. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Feeling some heat. Got enough space. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Pushes for the goal line. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score. With a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Defense in press coverage. Looking to go up top on 1st down. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack,